Art.
Hello. We're continuing our talks with the recipients of the grants from the Beautiful Plains Community Foundation. And with me this time is Dennis Magwood. Welcome, Dennis.
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
We're fine, we're fine.
Great.
We're going to talk a little bit about the Franklin Community Hall, is the organization that you're involved. You're the chair of that. Would you tell me a little bit about, the board and the facility?
Yes. The hall was built in 1920 in honor of the veterans that went over to the First World War, and then in the Second World War it's also honored for them. We have an elected body of members with volunteers, and we wish to preserve and maintain the hall for years to come, so that people know and understand what has happened.
Yeah. And you have a little museum out there, something or other, don't you, that
Yes.
kind of helps
we do.
people understand?
We have a museum, and we're just about ready to move a portion of it into the basement. We're, with some of the grant monies that we got, we were able to put up 2 more walls in the basement, and we're going to have some room in there now where we can put up some of the family histories. And
Oh, okay. So it's not just a hall for community use, but it has great value
Yes.
for that. But it's got these museum qualities as well, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, we do.
Okay, well that's good. So how important is it that you really get money from the foundation in order to help you do this?
Well, we do have some income through our fundraisers that we put on out there, but when it comes to major projects that the Beautiful Plains Community Foundation has helped us out with, it's just fantastic, the support we've got from over the years.
Okay. Maybe tell me about some of those. You were telling me earlier there's 7 times you've received a grant. Do you want to highlight some of those?
Yeah. The first time we got the grant, we needed to fix old cedar shakes on the roof of the hall because it still had them on. And when it was starting to rain once in a while, you had to run down and put some pans out to save that floor, that dance floor.
So you put in a grant to buy a lot of new pans, did you? No, I think you fixed the roof, didn't you?
Yeah, and we put on a metal roof and eave troughing and put some drainage so that the water would run away from the hall. And yeah, with that one.
So that was your first major. What else did you?
The next year, because we had a cement steps going up into the hall from behind where the cairn is.
Yes.
And it was deteriorating over the years, so we got the grant for that, and we put in steel steps for the hall.
What's your most recent grant? You got something this year, did you? Or?
Yes, we got a super one this year. We were having trouble with brickwork on the hall, so we got a grant, and they come in and they repointed and replaced bricks, and the hall looks back like she was 20 or 100 years ago.
Well, that's great. So you certainly, the donors that give to the foundation, they give because there's so many projects around town and the outlying area that they can support, and that's why donors give the money. And that's great that the money goes to people like you, and thank you for all the time you've been on the board. I'll bet you've been there 25 years, am I right?
Or more.
Or more, that's
Yes.
right. Well, thank you to you and all the volunteers. that work for the Franklin Memorial Hall. And thank you to the donors that give to the foundation, and of course to the foundation for organizing
we gotta
all this.
thank the foundation, because without the foundation, the hall might not be there as it is today.
I'm sure you're
For
right
sure.
about that. Thanks for
Because-
coming in, Dennis. That's great. Till next time, Dave Bennett.